Welcome back to News in Details. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi met with Vice President of the European Commission and the EU's Foreign Affairs Chief, Josep Borrell, in the attendance of Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry and a number of EU high officials. Presidential spokesman Ahmed Fahmy said that during the meeting, President el-Sisi emphasized on the significance of the European Union in the framework of Egypt's foreign policy and trade partnership. The President also asserted keenness on fostering cooperation with the EU in various fields during the coming period. For his part, Borrell praised the distinguished relations between Egypt and the EU, noting the political status of Egypt regionally and internationally, pointing out that Egypt is an important strategic partner for the European Union and its member states. The meeting dealt with means of boosting cooperation to face the current challenges, including combating terrorism and illegal immigration. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held a meeting on Monday with Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research, Dr. Ayman Ashur. Presidential spokesman Ahmed Fahmy said the President reviewed updates over the implementation of the National Strategy for Higher Education and Scientific Research that aims at upgrading these two pivotal sectors and paving the road for the generation and localization of knowledge and supporting a transition into the fourth generation universities. The meeting also probed efforts to develop the Egyptian Bank of Knowledge with the provision of scientific resources and distinguished educational and training programs for all students in different school and university stages. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry participated via video conference on Monday in the Sudan Donor Conference held in Geneva. In his address, Shoukry expressed Egypt's gratitude to the international community for supporting Sudan and its people through the current conflict. Shoukry asserted that Egypt totally agreed on an immediate ceasefire on the Sudanese territories and stressed on the importance of achieving Sudan's unity and its territorial integrity. The top diplomat also reiterated that Sudan's peace and stability is an important part of Egypt's national security. The UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres appealed on Monday for countries to step up aid pledges for Sudan, where a conflict between rival military factions has forced some 2.2 million people from their homes and sparked a major humanitarian crisis. The United Nations says about $3 billion is needed this year for humanitarian relief inside Sudan and for refugees fleeing the country, only a fraction of which has been funded. Germany announced on Monday that it was pledging 200 million euros to Sudan and the region until 2024. The United States pledged $171 million and Qatar pledged $50 million. The UN said it was allocating an additional $22 million to address priority needs. The war between Sudan's army and the paramilitary rapid support forces began in mid-April amid tensions over an internationally backed plan for a transition towards elections under a civilian government. Armed Forces General Commander Defense Minister General Mohammed Zaki on Monday met with the chairman of the European Union Military Committee, General Robert Brigger, who is leading a delegation on a visit to Egypt. The meeting discussed the latest military and security developments on regional and international levels and means of developing ties in security and defense. General Mohammed Zaki hailed friendship ties binding Egypt and the EU. The EU Military Commissioner, meanwhile, stressed on the need to enhance an exchange of expertise with Egypt in pursuit of establishing security and stability in the region. Welcome back. Egypt's stock indices collectively slid in Monday's trading session, being affected by high rates of profit-making operations. The benchmark EGX30 index slid by 0.21%. The EGX70 index for small and medium businesses also went down by 0.19%, while the broader EGX100 index retreated 0.12%. The market capital of listed companies gained about £6 billion to close at £1,181 billion and £506 million amid net transactions of about £5.6 billion.